everyone. So, I actually got a list of questions that someone wanted me to answer. So, the first question is, how old was I when I got pregnant? I was 12. How old was I when I had my son? I was 13 when I had my son. How old was my son's biological father? I don't know how old he was. I don't really know too much about him, to be honest. So, I mean, you can ask questions. Eventually, I'll make a video and go in depth about how I did end up conceiving my son and getting pregnant at such a young age. Again, just ask the questions. Sometimes I'll just post videos, but I'd really like for you guys to ask questions that I could answer. When did I find out that I was pregnant? I actually, mentally, I knew, but I was in denial because of how I got pregnant being so young. But I actually found out that I was pregnant the day after I turned 13. So my birthday was September 14th of 2008. And I found out that I was pregnant on September 15th, 2008. I went to a school where my aunt worked, and the principal had noticed that I was pregnant, just based off the shifting of weight on my body. And they told me I couldn't come to school until I went to the doctors. So my great aunt, who worked at my school, took me to the doctors because my dad was very sick, and that's how I found out that I was pregnant. And then I was kicked out of school, and my great aunt brought me all my belongings. When did I go back to live with my mom? Once my mom found out I was pregnant, she took me away from my father, because she did technically have full custody of me. And I really wasn't happy with that, especially because my dad was sick, but I didn't really have a choice. Even though we didn't get along, I didn't really have an option as a minor. Did I graduate from high school? No, I did not graduate from high school. I actually got my GED and then turned around and went straight into college the following quarter after I received my GED. I am not currently enrolled in college classes. I had to take a break because when I was in foster care and I was in college, they didn't really understand why I needed so much time at school to do schoolwork and everything. So I ended up flunking a whole quarter because I wasn't able to, actually take the time to do my work where I lived. So I decided to take a break, and I plan on going back to college once I move. And I'm planning on moving in the next month or so, so I'm probably going to start back up next year because I didn't do my FAFSA for this year. So yeah, I definitely want to get back on track and go to college and get my degree, without a doubt. Is my son in school? Yes, my son is 6 years old. He is in kindergarten. He was in Montessori from birth to about 5.5. I made sure of that he was in Montessori. I paid for Montessori so that he could be in Montessori. So he really got some of the best. He is exceeding. He's doing so well in school, and I'm so excited for him, and he's just having a blast. Does my son see his paternal family? Even though the situations that wound me pregnant and when I conceived my son, I have been the bigger person, and I have allowed my son time with his paternal family, aunts, uncles, cousins, and grandmother who live here. His family is actually from Argentina, but all of his aunts and uncles live in Seattle or close by, and his grandmother is actually trying to get citizenship here. She's been visiting for about 6 months from Argentina, and she's really awesome. They do get chances to see him. I take him over there. We all hang out. Sometimes his grandma, abuela. I'm talking about Auntie Jackie. So he gets to go over there. He has, they have close family friends who are pretty much family, and they have kids that my son gets to play with. He's not treated any differently. He absolutely loves them, and they absolutely love him. And I'm just happy that, regardless of the situations and surrounding me getting pregnant and everything, that my son is accepted into that family, because that is a part of him, and they do have a heritage. And, it's important that he knows his family and where he's from and what everything's about. Awesome. I was asked how I dealt with having a miscarriage. So I haven't talked about this on here, but last month I found out that I was pregnant, and I actually ended up having a miscarriage last month.
Hello, I'm back.
And it.
For first video.
Okay, let me do my video. And I wasn't very far along. I was somewhere between 5 and 9 weeks. And it wasn't easy, and on top of, that, I had so much going on, trying to find a new job, trying to get ready to start getting ready to go back to college, trying to find somewhere to move. I don't want to, I know. And everything. I've been in my relationship. We did decide that we wanted a family. And if it happens, it happens, I just feel like it'll happen when the time is right. It definitely was not easy on us, but we talked about it, and we're working on it and getting through it together. My boyfriend's great. The next question was, how long have we been together? We've actually only been together for a year. But honestly, we've gone through so much. So much has happened in my life since we met that has really put us through the trials and tribulations and relationships and understanding and distance. And just, we've lived together, then I moved out and got my apartment so I could have my son. And now we're planning on moving in together again in our own place, since I did live with him, living with family. So yeah. Someone asked if I have a car. Yes, I do have a car. I bought a little 1998 Jetta, sorry. And I love it. It's cute, little 4-door, it's blue. So I don't know. Someone asked, yes, babe.
Can I play Xbox?
No, you can't play Xbox or school tomorrow.
Yeah,
Watch a movie.
But what if you still...
No, movie. No, then eat your lunch. Then do something. Someone asked, if I was an only child. No. I am not an only child. I am the youngest of 3. I have a half brother and a half sister. We all have different dads. Yeah. My sister is 32, and my brother is going to be 26. My sister lives in New Mexico. My brother lives in Bellingham. I'm trying really hard to keep a really nice relationship with my brother, because my son absolutely adores him. He is like the best uncle ever to all of his nephews. My sister has 4 boys, and my brother has no children. And so I have my son. And all the kids just absolutely adore my brother. He is just like really amazing, and I can't wait for him one day to become a father, because I know that he is just going to be an amazing dad. What social media do I have? So you can find me on Facebook under Savannah Shawver. You can find me on Instagram under Shawver-King-Martinez. And I think my Ask account is Shawver-King-Martinez as well. And then my YouTube. I don't have a Twitter or anything like that. So it's Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube. Or my Ask, I guess. So yeah. Not all that into Twitter. Someone asked if I live on my own. I do. I have my own apartment with my son. We have a 2-bedroom apartment. It's not all that fancy. Just waiting to move and find something better, bigger, more space, honestly. And somewhere where there's a lot more job opportunities. And like Seattle is nice, but it's really ugly to commute. So I'm hoping to maybe move north or south, you know, just so my commute isn't as bad. I've been offered a lot of jobs up north near like Kirkland, Shoreline, Bellevue, and it's really hard traveling north in the mornings and south in the evenings because that's when all the traffic hits. So, yep. How many kids do I want? I don't know. Maybe 3 total. I'm not entirely sure. It's something that we've talked about, but I mean, we'll see where life takes us and what we are actually able to support and afford for children. I definitely don't want to just have babies popping out left and right. I think someone's trying to tell me he wants to play with the new Legos, so I'm going to end this video. I will definitely do a questions part 2 in a little while or later this evening. But again, any more questions, just drop them below in a comment, Instagram, Ask, or Facebook. You can ask me anonymous questions on my Ask, and I will answer them. But you just have to, remember to check in regularly to see new videos. I'm trying to post a lot about topics that people are just asking me right now through my other social media. And hopefully, you know, the word can spread. People can learn from me and my experiences in foster care, being a teen mom, being a very young mom, being a survivor of abuse, coming from a home with a mentally unstable, alcoholic, you know, mother who also abused, you know, drugs, and a father who actually abused drugs. Just a whole family really full of addiction. I have so much to say, so much to share, and I just really want people out there who have been what I've been through, who are feeling alone like I have felt, that you are not alone, and it is possible to come through these things and overcome and persevere and make something of yourself, because I have done it. And even though every day is still a struggle, I know that I have to do it for my child, and it's really not an option at that point. So love you guys. Keep watching. Bye.